Uh, hey, speaking of digressing with discretion, um, some motherfuckers in New York was really, really discreet at a synagogue. So
Wait,
discreet, in fact, these motherfuckers carved out tunnels under New York to go various places. I don't know where. I mean, maybe a Denny's, halal spot or whatever.
I mean, it's
Um,
very well known. Jews love Denny's.
hey, look,
hey,
hey, look, whatever they was doing. Let me pull this article up real quick though, because
hey,
I
but
ain't
the
gonna remember
funniest
all
shit
this shit.
is how this information is changing in real time. Because when I first heard about it, it was miles of tunnels, and now it's 60
Like,
feet.
yeah, it's going for like three buildings,
Yeah,
three,
that's where
four
it's at
buildings and shit.
now. But the day one, it was miles and children with beds and all types of shit they were saying. Shitty beds and shit piles and clothes and children
Okay,
tracks of
well,
the children.
well. They're still saying shitty beds and track. If I could just tell the story, I'll get it to you. I'll cover all that. Let me get 1 second. Okay, all right. The mystery of New York Synagogue tunnels. All right. Story stars off. Ancient religious Zellurites underpin our seemingly modern world. This is this is how the article was writing about these motherfuckers who dug holes in the ground to to hide their movement. Let's just be real.
Man,
Why you dig tunnels? It's not for convenience because you just walked outside. The least convenient
on,
thing you did was dig the tunnel.
it's one picture that shows uh you can keep reading now. I'm gonna shut
All right,
up. But
I'm gonna give it
when
to
it
you.
gets to
It
the
is
picture,
it is um it's being called the Brooklyn Hasidic Tunnel. It was discovered under the headquarters of the Shabbat Lub. Hey, look, I'm gonna butcher all the pronunciations of all this shit. Just get it out there in the beginning of the Shabbat Levitic Hasidic Jewish community at 770 Eastern Parkway. It is not confirmed when it was dug or why. We know why. To hide shit.
hey, this is one of the photos I wanted to focus on because they say that they shut this shit down because it was unstable. We got our resident carpenter here. Uh, could you point out the key features of this photo?
Um,
Because my layman, in my layman terms, I mean, in my layman eye, it does look a bit recklessly abandoned, but I see a few monikers of things that it doesn't look necessarily unstable to me.
hey, look, fam. I don't know how comfortable you are with just random ass jack stands being just placed around shit, but none of that makes me comfortable where they're at. I don't know how much shit is on top of these little ass motherfucking columns they got going. Those are temporary things, by the way. Those aren't meant to hold up structures for periods of time. Them
How many
shits
times have you seen? How many times have you seen them cemented into the ground as
and
permanent structures?
and how many times has that passed code, fam? I'm just telling you what it
We ain't talking
is.
about past code. We talking about the house still standing.
I'm talking about me being comfortable down there with that shit, not knowing how much shit is on top of it. I'm not going in that motherfucker personally. Me with all of my you asked me the question. I'm giving you the answer. I wouldn't be comfortable in that motherfucker.
Hey, I tell you, these motherfuckers. Hey, Jewish people are smart. They learn from
Hey
that
fam,
Anne Frank shit. Like fool me
hey
once, shame
fam, I
on
know,
you. Fool
Look,
me twice.
I
Shame
know,
on me.
I know how far apart. I know how far
All you
apart them footings can
all you
be.
motherfuckers did was went down there to the shelters and got some immigrants and brought their asses back over. And you think I'm lying? No, it's in the story. They went down to the motherfucking shelters and got the migrants to come over here and dig this shit for them. Do you think that these motherfuckers did any of this shit on code? Hey, look, I know these motherfuckers make tunnels. They do. This tunnels from Mexico to America. Let's just be real. Now,
Fam,
how many motherfuckers got random ass Latin travelers just entrapped in these tunnels that collapse? They collapse all the time, fam, but they illegal, so you're not gonna know about them. I'm not trusting it. So
And I
That,
know how far them footings could be
that don't
apart.
make me
Them
comfortable, fam.
motherfuckers look
Oh,
mighty close together.
I don't care. It don't make me comfortable. They cheap as shit, and they're not meant to hold extreme weights for long periods of time.
All right, well, just answer these couple questions. How far do you think they could be apart structurally sound
Man, Joe,
as a temporary fixture?
I don't know, man. I
All
don't
right,
know. I don't have an answer for you, fam. I
all
really
right,
don't.
guess
I don't know. 6 feet, 8 feet.
6 to 8 feet. All right, does that look 6 to 8 feet right there?
No, fam, and no amount of none of this is gonna make me say that. Why do you ask me a question and you get mad at the answer I give you?
I didn't get mad. That looks.
But
I
you're
asked you a question. You
challenging
said
me.
six to
Oh, here
eight
we
feet.
go.
6 to 8 feet. That looks more than 8 feet. Them two
It
footings
looks
apart.
less than 68 feet that these two columns that I'm looking at are apart from each other. That still don't make me comfortable in this motherfucker at all.
I mean, that's up to you. I'm just asking for logistics.
Logistics. I'm telling you, the things they're using aren't meant for the things they're using them for.
We
You're
both
supposed to
agreed
put
on
them
that,
shits
but we
in.
both agree that we've
You put
seen
them
them used for
shits in and you
permanent
can put
structures
your
before.
actual columns in. You're supposed to put them shits in and put your actual beams in that give you the actual support.
We
You are
literally.
holding this in on a quarter inch. Look. You are holding the entire structure up. The entire is being held on the helix of a little metal shard of a maybe a quarter inch. And you may or may not be into the well extension of these motherfuckers. I don't know how much meat they got on the bone on them things. So if it's all the way extended, you even worse off because you just got the whole weight pressed upon a few threads. At most, you got it impressed upon several inches of thread, but it's still just thread. It's threading. That's not structurally sound. Anyway, can we get on to the movement about talking about how some zealot ass Jewish people were able to make a tunnel in a synagogue and everybody is just acting like, let's just close it and call it a day and forget about it. These motherfuckers are so loyal to, I forget the guy's name who they say who initially ran this synagogue, but he's a historical world renowned rabbi who has a zealot sect of fucking Jewish people that believe he was the Messiah. So we got Jewish people that believe that this man that was the Messiah is the Messiah because he's dead, and there's them motherfuckers acting like they believe he's not dead because he's the Messiah. That motherfucker, no, he ain't dead. He hiding
It's
around,
like
and we gonna ride for him. These are the motherfuckers that was digging the tunnel, and we
it's
acting
like
like
Well,
we don't need to be
you,
worried about this shit at all.
he
some
came
kind
up
of
with this plan
Jewish
in
Jesus.
1994.
If this was a mosque and these were followers of Islam, that whole place would be raided. It'd be cops in there all through the tunnels. It wouldn't be a mosque being able to. You couldn't put your carpet down and look to the east without a motherfucking flashlight and the officer saying what you doing here and what you know about that tunnel on 770 East. But these motherfuckers, they arrested like 16 people, I think, and that's it. And they're done. They came. Look, when the rabbis in charge of this shit came and found out about it, they acted like it was secret. They didn't know nothing about it. This is all news to us. But we gonna fill it in. Before they didn't report it. They just wanted to. They tried to fill it in before anybody found out about it. People found out. The law found out. Came in, stopped them. Had to get motherfuckers out, investigate it, figure out what it was about, and then they went in to fill it up. But in the tunnel, they saw a high chair. I don't know how many high chairs, but there's a photo of a high chair in that motherfucker. There's photos of mattresses down there and all kinds of other living implement.
This nigga got beef with comfortable Jewish babies.
I got
Why
Fam,
why
these
why Jewish
motherfuckers,
babies can't be comfortable?
we
underground. Fuck that.
it
No,
needs
no, no,
it
no.
need to be
In secret
made
tunnels,
mention.
I'm wary of every baby in a secret tunnel.
It need to be it need to be made mention of the fact that these motherfuckers are purportedly now only connecting 4 buildings that they already control. So what the fuck was the point of underground tunnels? That
Move
don't it's not boding well for this being some prophetized uh religious endeavor. Like again, it went from miles of tunnels I first heard, then 60 feet. What I just seen come across the screen said 50 feet. These shits is decreasing by the fucking news report. Next is gonna be a scattered room in the basement of one of these buildings, and it wasn't actually a tunnel. They were just remodeling some. They had dug up something that was already there, and they were just
Hey, look,
remodeling.
hey, look, fam.
And
They went
nigga,
through it. They went through it, and fuck that remodeling angle that they already trying to get off. They were just saying that we've been trying to expand for years, and they wouldn't let us. So we
Yeah, they
just
said it
built.
was from '94. They said this was started in 1994 by the
Fam,
Messiah,
i-
Lukim
if you
DeRoy
want to
himself.
expand, if you want to expand some shit, expansion happens when you knock down a wall and you open this motherfucker up. They're not doing that. They're digging tunnels to conceal movement. They don't want you to know what buildings they're entering and exiting for a reason. What that reason is, I don't know. But I'm
It's called,
wary of motherfuckers that's trying to hide their movement.
it's called a shell game.
hey,
Why
Charlie
motherfuckers in shell games?
Charlie Clips won 3 battles doing that shit. Tell me you guys what's wrong with you? These motherfuckers are trying. They're trying to outdo
He was planning on murdering you.
him.
Is that what they're doing?
mm,
Then my
mm.
concern is warranted, I guess, right?
Hey, neighbor. Yeah. Remember, revision is history. It's still history.
You're not gonna tell me these motherfuckers is trying to be upper level hide and seek masters. No, no. It ain't some, well, you don't know about this hide and seek game in the Jewish community. It's really, really serious. No, 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 no. And you ain't finna tell me that they little twisty things on the side of their head is getting fucked up in the New York rain. So they have to
hey,
dig. No, nah, you ain't finna tell me that.
God
they
damn it,
don't
I used to
have.
know the name of those things.
All I know is if they was Muslim, hey look, let the Black Panther Party, let the new Black Panther Party get a building and then get another building and ever want to get the idea to connect those two buildings in any kind of way. I don't care if you try to take the gate down back in the backyard so you can, go back. They gonna hit your ass with so many zoning fucking infringements. You ain't gonna be a Black Panther no more. But
Yeah.
these motherfuckers dug a whole tunnel. Is they charter finna get revoked? Are there buildings that they have made unstable due to their tinkering going to
This
be
nigga that
condemned? Have they
this
been
nigga that,
evicted from all of these buildings and told never to come back?
this nigga that made Jews Kappa Alpha Psi.
I ain't make
This
nobody
motherfucker said they charter getting revoked.
nobody nothing. I'm just asking questions.
Hey, nigga, the movement in '86 had a building in Philly. They had one building. Pissed the police off, and the police bombed that motherfucker. They dropped a bomb in a U.S. city in 1986. Never forget that.
A whole bomb on a U.S. city block in
You talking
Philadelphia, a
about
major
St. Louis?
metropolitan
Oh, you
city,
talking
right?
about Philly? They did some shit like that in St. Louis too.
Man,
Shit.
they will fuck up anywhere as black people and don't ever care about it. But yeah, how we out here not watching these motherfuckers in this synagogue? Uh, telling you, you better watch them, and not because they're Jewish, but because they're digging tunnels in this motherfucking. That shit's weird.
Hey, remember when it was? This is funny. Is because I can remember when black people when it was tentative to say black. Like in any type of situation, if it was a black motherfucker that did it, it was kind of hard to say black. You know, that's like how the Jews and the gays got it right now. Like anything they involved in, it's like you just try to be descriptive, but but, but you can't
Can't
fucking.
say it was a gay Jewish motherfucker.
Hey, you can't say the two biggest descriptors the motherfucker have that would just identify them at least out a crowd of 10.
Hey, look,
Be like, yeah, it was the
look.
nigga with the Hasidic Jew curls.
If you
You
wanna
know who?
describe a motherfucker, if you wanna socially appropriately describe a motherfucker, that assailant is never getting caught.
Man, I remember
They
you could have
were
said
an individual, a man or a woman, an individual. I didn't ask them what their pronouns were.
an
Like, nah, man.
individual about 6 feet tall. He was a race not of white. I
One of
know
the
what you want exactly. It wasn't
Caucasians.
Asian. It wasn't Cuban. It wasn't Brazilian. He wasn't Mexican. He wasn't white. He wasn't Asian. He wasn't Italian. He wasn't Indian. Was he black?
Was he
I
black?
don't know what race. I don't see colors. I don't know what
I don't
race
see
he
color.
was,
I don't see color.
but I'm telling you, he wasn't all of these races.
Yeah, he wasn't any of those
Hey,
things.
hey, that time is past though. You can say nigga like a motherfucker now. He was black, big black guy, big black guy.
Big black guy, big hawking black guy, a raging dick probably. I don't know, but he was high on PCP or something.
Oh,
Nigga
nigga,
was
I
probably
had to interview a racist motherfucker for one of my jobs, and he said all the non-racist racist shit. Like I got one of the good black people.
One of the good
he
ones.
hit you with you one of the good ones.
No, I wasn't even one of the good ones. It was the neighbor. That was one of
Yeah,
the good ones because
well,
that other neighbor, yeah,
I live around
yeah,
all
and I don't have anything against the blacks. He dropped the
But
blacks.
hey, did he
the
say?
blacks is wild.
Did he ask you? Would you want to see your daughter come home with one?
Nah, he ain't go there.
I mean, that would only make. I think that would have made him not racist if he would have tried to identify with you and hating your own people. Like
I
it's not
mean,
about.
that's
You
a
know
hell of
how
a
you.
card to play. That's
Hey,
a
I'm
hell of a
saying it's like it's not racist. It's like, man, you know how you niggas get. You-
that's way. I think the risk reward on that is way too high. It's like it could go wrong a variety of ways, but it can only go right one way.
hey, police gotta only get it right one day. You gotta get it right every day, nigga. That's how life go.
Mm.